Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of Ram, Mr. NASCAR, Tim Kuniskis. How are you, man?
I'm excellent. How you doing, Jim?
I am pumped. The free agency, the free agent driver program that you guys are doing. Tell everyone about this because this is freaking genius, dude.
I don't know if it's genius, but
It is.
it's definitely going to be fun. We told everybody at the Michigan race back in what was it, June,
Yeah.
that we were coming back to NASCAR. We were coming back in the Truck Series first, and that we were working with Kaulig Racing, and we were going to have 5 trucks. At the time, we didn't tell anybody who the drivers were going to be. Since then, we've announced who 3 of the drivers are. They are our full-time dedicated truck NASCAR drivers with the Kaulig team. And then we said there's 2 more vehicles, 2 more trucks that we're going to announce the drivers later. Well, now the last one we're going to announce closer to Daytona, probably around January or so. But the second to last one, this one we're talking about today, this is our number 25 truck that we
Yeah.
call our free agent. And the free agent truck is, I think it's kind of clever because if you think about it, there's 20 million fans of NASCAR. It's a huge fan base for NASCAR. But within the NASCAR, you got Cup Series, you got Xfinity Series, you got the Truck Series. And the Truck Series, some of it is dependent upon the time that they are on TV. But the Truck Series gets the lowest engagement from the fans versus the other series, which is to be expected. But to me, it's odd. And the reason it's odd is because of the 20 million fans that watch NASCAR, 50% of them drive a truck.
We all
So
drive trucks.
there should be a natural draw towards a truck series. And we said, how do we capitalize on that? How do we get more people that are into Cup interested in watching truck as well? And how do we get people that maybe are not NASCAR fans today? Maybe they're in other forms, fans of other forms of motorsports. How do we get them back in to try NASCAR again and enjoy truck racing? And that's where free agent came from. And we said, you know what? We're going to have a truck that is going to be a rotator and it's going to have a different driver every single weekend. So it could be 25 drivers, it could be 18 drivers, it could be 20 drivers. I don't know where it's going to end up because some guys are going to probably want to do it more than once. And the other cool thing about it is that truck will still compete for manufacturer and for team points, but it won't compete for drivers' points, right? Because some of the drivers will only do it once
Right.
or maybe twice. So we're creating our own point system within the free agent, and we're going to have a special top free agent award at the end of the year as well. And we'll announce what that award's going to be before our first race in Daytona. And between you and I, the prize is awesome. I think
Well, I didn't think it was going to be 20 bucks in a coney, Tim. I didn't think, like, well, I'll take you out to national. Well, we'll split the fries, but just don't get a pop. Think about and I'm old school. I'm Bobby Hamilton, Ted Musgrave, Dennis Setzer. I mean, Ram Truck has a DNA in the Craftsman Truck Series. It does. And Bobby Hamilton was a badass. And I remember watching Ram Trucks. And when you announced this, I'm like, this is where you start. This is the perfect move. And there's so many young drivers, like you said, that have followings. It's easier than ever now to find somebody because of social media, because of their footprint. They're going to see what you're doing, and I guarantee you that Colleague has probably got people banging down the door, sending FedExes, dropping off packages, and I'm sure you are as well. Your problem is going to be figuring out of the thousands of people are going to apply, how do you narrow this down?
yeah, luckily it won't be thousands of people because the one concession that we made, well, not, I shouldn't say concession, but the one
Right.
thing that we agreed to was number one, if let's say there's 37 people on the grid. 37 people on the grid is what people think about. Those are the drivers, those are the racers. There's really probably closer to, and I'm plus or minus a little bit, but probably closer to 400 drivers out there across not just retired NASCAR drivers, but also other forms of motorsports that would pass the very strict, stringent criteria that we're going to have. And here's what it is. Number one, NASCAR has to say that this person is an accomplished driver who can be safe on our track and not put anyone else in harm's way. And
Right.
Kaulig Racing has to say, okay, they're not going to bend up our truck. We trust them. If they pass those 2 really high bars, then they're eligible. Now you got probably 400 people that could qualify in there. And what we're doing is we're not selecting these people. We're going to announce who the first driver is in Daytona. And then I think what's going to happen, and what I hope is going to happen, is all of those other people that are in that group of 400 that are qualified, and they could be in some other form of racing or they could be retired from NASCAR. We think that their fan base is going to come after them and say, hey, Jim, what the hell? Why was Scott the first guy in free agent? You should go do it. And then their fans are going to egg them on and egg them on and egg them on. And then think about the dynamic. You're going to go into the Truck Series. And these are guys that are racing in Truck Series that aspire to get into the Cup Series. So what if it happens to be a retired Cup guy? The retired Cup guy, all of the kids in the Truck Series are going to go, oh my God, this is my chance to beat a legend. And then the legend's not going to want to be embarrassed. So everybody's going to bring their A game. Now, what if it's somebody from dirt track racing? What if it's somebody from Formula One? Now it's going to be one sport against another sport. I mean, the stories are just going to be fun.
Oh yeah, and you know, any of the disciplines, again, racing is racing, and anybody, if you've never been to a Craftsman Truck Series race, like at MIS, it is wild. They are not shy. I mean, NASCAR drivers generally, the whole series not shy, but truck drivers, it's something about when you got the bed of a truck behind you, your elbows get a little bit bigger, and you get out there and look at I mean, the culture of Ram Truck that you've brought back, Tim. If you're representing Ram Truck on the track, pardon my French, you better be, I'm not taking any shit from anyone kind of person, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the mindset. That's the culture.
Part of the vetting process.
Have you ever taken shit from anybody? No, get in here. It's so cool. And can I ask a question? So obviously when you first announced this, what was the timeline? When did you guys start going, all right, we're gonna put our foot back in the water with the Craftsman Truck Series? When did you start? You said, let's go, let's get Kaulig and start going. How far back does that go?
But you know what? You would like to believe that we're way more professional than we are. I came back December 9th, and I think it was December 10th that we had a meeting and said, we're bringing Hemi back and we're going back to NASCAR. So, you know, it was one day.
I love it. But no, but that's the idea of, you know, being fluidity and all the other, any of my other Stephen Covey management terms I can come up with. But that's one of the best things about it is the ability to adapt. And look at racing, man. You have to constantly change, right? I mean, you can't be static and be a successful team. And Kaulig is a great team, man. And the fact that you partnered up with them is awesome as well. Great group of people.
They've been amazing to work with. I'm actually going there tomorrow for something that we're working on that is going to be shared with you very soon, which is what the fifth car will be.
Okay. All right.
If you like the fourth car, I think you're going to like the fifth car too.
So you got Butterbean, Daniel Dye, and then Justin Haley. Justin Haley, I mean, big name. It's a big name, Tim. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask. So where are we with all the launches of, I mean, obviously Hemi's back and what you're doing. I don't want to say reinventing the brand. Is that fair to say? How would I say that, Tim? I mean, what you're doing with Ram that you bring an excitement back across the board?
Yeah, what we did was we very quietly at first and then officially a little bit later, we quickly changed, and you're going to laugh, you're going to smile. I know you are, because it seems so corporate. One of the first things that we did, but sometimes the corporate stuff actually can send a very powerful message. One of the first things we did very quietly is we changed the tagline. And we changed the tagline to say nothing stops Ram. And we changed it to say nothing stops Ram because we said we are going on the offensive. We are going on the offensive with our product cadence, with our marketing cadence, and everything that we think that maybe we got a little slow on. We're fixing it all.
And it works. I mean, you've created a buzz with people. Everybody wants to see. We talk about what version of T-Rex we're going to see in the 2500. I mean, there's so much going on right now that your head must be spinning in a good way with all the product that you guys have coming over the next 18 months.
I had a 6-month vacation. I rested up. It's just no big deal.
Yeah, I emailed you and you were like, I'm like, that's the shortest. Man, you just like, I'm good. Let's get back. We got to go, right? You got to go. So
I wear this wristband that says that on it, so I never forget that.
There you go, man. You only live once, and you enjoy what you're doing, obviously. Two more things before I let you go, and I appreciate the time, Tim. I know how busy you are. Tim Kuniskis, CEO of Ram Truck. The free agent driver program for a Ram 1500 spot in the Craftsman Truck Series is amazing, and with Kaulig Racing. I saw one of the ice-powered Chargers, and I was driving around, and I live here in Waterford, Michigan. People are watching this or listening to this. I'm about 10 miles from Stellantis North America headquarters, so I see it, and it was in a white kind of paint scheme to it. I know this because I followed it for about 15 miles. And I just kept driving behind it, looking at it, going, I like the look of that. I like the sound. I like the stance, everything about that damn Charger. And I'm sure the poor guy with the manufacturer's plate's like, why is this 6'5" Irish guy tailgating me? And I did. I followed him all the way into Lake Orion. I was determined. I'm like, I wanted to see this. So you've got me stocking cars again, which is a good thing for you guys.
It's a real funny thing. You know, you go to like displays and events and auto shows and you see all the product out there and it's great. It's great to be able to see it. And I tell everybody, I'm like, wait until you see it on the road in
Yeah.
traffic. It changes
Yeah.
everything, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. The stance of that car, it looks great in person, but you're right. When it is moving and you look at it, even my wife, Kathy's very just kind of, okay, cool. She went, ooh, I like that. That's pretty. I mean, that's high praise, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
we when we did the drive, when we did the media drive, purposely took it head on and brought some people to the drive that were very, very, very vocal, V8 or nothing
yeah.
to the drive. And I will tell you, a more than 50% of the V8 or nothing crowd text me and said, I'm buying one.
I liked you guys did at SEMA, by the way. Some nice stuff at SEMA as well. And the last thing I wanted to say is, like, as a veteran, I've always appreciated what Ram and what you guys do and supported all the various functions. And I know next year with America 250, that's going to be part of it. It doesn't go unnoticed. I wanted you to know that. As a veteran here in the Motor City and around the country, and I spent 8 years in the submarine service, and the men and women who served, it doesn't go unnoticed that your guys' commitment to that is not a one-time thing. It's been that way, and I know as long as you're there, it's going to be part of the DNA.
Yeah, did you see what we did with Commando?
No, no.
Well, we just launched a special edition Wrangler.
Okay.
You're only building 250 of them to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States. And it's the original Freedom machine. And so we need to give back to the people that guaranteed that freedom for us. And we're making these with Fox Factory. Fox Factory is actually building them for us. It's a Fox Factory vehicle, but it is lifted on 37s, custom interior, custom roof, 392. If you were to duplicate it yourself, it's probably a $120,000 Wrangler. If you're a military veteran, you can apply to buy one of the 250. They will only be sold to active and retired military vets. That's it.
Okay.
They're only people that are eligible to buy them, and you buy it for $69,995.
I'm sorry. I'm just sitting here thinking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna throw my name in the hat on that. I'm gonna throw my hat in there for my name in the hat for that one. Absolutely. That's so cool. That's so cool. All right. Well, thank you for everything, man. The free agent driver program, Tim Kuniskis, is going to be great. I love what you're doing. It's fun to see. And I know you're working your ass off, and have fun at Kaulig tomorrow with the guys, the men and women down there. Tell them we said hi. We'll see you in Daytona. We'll be out there on June 6th. I think it is that Saturday race. I want to come out there, and I'm going to be there. I've already put it on we have a calendar by the door coming in the garage. I put it on the calendar that I'm going to be there because I want to see the Ram truck on the track at MIS.
Sounds good.
Hey, all the best to you and your family and everybody. Happy holidays, man. We'll talk soon.
Good talking to you. Take care, Jim.